Welcome to Cross My Stitches. My name is Jackie and today is Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022. I've only done this take about 10 times now and I forgot what I said and what I haven't said. So, welcome to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for joining me and subscribing. I've received a bump in subscriptions in the last week, so thank you so much. If you're coming back and you're already a subscriber, thank you so much again for watching and spending time with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching my channel, please do. Take a moment and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and so you'll be notified when I upload videos. Oh, so much to talk about, so little stitching. First, I want to say thank you so much to all of you who have purchased project bags from me on my Instagram account. My Instagram account is cross_my_stitches. And but the previous Sunday, I put some project bags that I had made on my Instagram account to sell because I am trying to get money to pay off some medical bills that I have. I had gotten quite a bit of medical debt, and it's overwhelming at times, so I'm trying to find ways to come up with some little extra cash so I can pay those debts down. So for those of you that did purchase a project bag, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everyone loved their project bags. The comments that I have gotten so far were fabulous and everyone loved them. So I will continue making project bags. I did make some more. I will not be posting this Sunday. I'm going to post the following Sunday. But I will put a message out on my Instagram a day or two before I post and what time I'm going to post. So if you're interested in seeing the project bags and purchasing and helping me out, then you'll know what time that I will start posting those bags. And I'm going to show a few of them that I've made this morning at the end. So hang around, you'll see them at the end. The second thing I wanted to talk about is East Kentucky and the devastation they had with flooding. So just horrible, horrible. I'm sure everyone heard about it. We are not in Eastern Kentucky. I am in South Central Kentucky, so I am at least 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from where that happened. And we do have, I have friends that have family members that live over that way, and it was just horrible. A lot of them lost their homes, lost everything they owned, and their houses are still underwater, or they floated, literally floated off their foundations and floated and collapsed, and it was horrible, just horrible. I pray for each of those people over there. I'm sure you've seen many organizations collecting donations for that fund to help Eastern Kentucky. If you have it in you and you have a little extra cash, please reach out to those organizations that are collecting donations that you know are legitimate collections across, I was going to say Cross My Stitches, Red Cross, and other organizations like that are helping out. Walmart, who's the company I work for, they are also involved. They have taken truckloads of water, of food and supplies. They have their truckers going over and cooking meals for the people over there that have no food, no place, no way to take care of themselves. I know Red Cross stepped in and tried to give shelter to those people that they could. And it's just devastating, absolutely devastating. So please say a prayer if you're a praying person to East Kentucky for what they're going through. Unfortunately, it's not all over yet because we still have more rains coming in. Today's a beautiful sunny day, but I believe the next couple of days we're going to get hit with rains again. I'm thankful enough to be in higher ground. We live up on a hill, so I won't have to worry about that. But those people that live in the valley in East Kentucky, it was devastating. So thank you. I appreciate you. Anything you can do is great. Okay, so what else do we want to talk about? So we got some stitching. Like I said, I have some project bags I want to show. I do have a finish. So I did finish Little House Needleworks, Little House Neighborhood with my modifications. And this is what it looks like. Look at that. Let me back up a little. It's all done. Sorry, didn't iron today. I was ironing bags all day. I was too tired to iron these. But I did make modifications. I'm going to zoom in a little, and you can see on that top row, you will see a squirrel, a bunny, a dog, and a deer. And on the second row between the two houses, you'll see I put my 2 pussycats. So those are the people or the animals in my neighborhood, and I wanted to immortalize them on my stitching. I still have to add the date and my initials, but I will do that before I get it framed. And I will take care of this and get it up because I'm excited to have this up on my walls. So within the next couple weeks, I'll make sure that I get that framed. I'm almost positive I have a frame that will fit that. That'll be just fine for that. So that was my finish. I want to keep saying fully finished because that's what's stuck in my head, but it's not fully finished. When it's fully finished, I will share it again. I don't think I'll be putting glass on it or anything. I'm just going to lace the back and put it in a frame, and I'm not much. I do put glass on some things, but some things I just don't feel the need to put glass on, so that will not get glass. Okay, so what have I been working on? I've been working on Mr. Jingles. So Mr. Jingles, what I shouldn't say was, is my car project that I put in the car. So when I go to lunch at work, I have something to work on. I'll eat my lunch and then I'll work on him for a little bit. It has been extremely hot and humid, just like everybody else. The weather, if you're in the US, the weather has been a scorcher for the last month. I can't stand it. The heat just drives me nuts. I gotta get a drink. I left Florida to get away from the heat, and here we are in the heat again. So sometimes I sit in my car, sometimes I sit in the store, and if I'm sitting in the store, of course, I don't bring my stitching in, but because it's just too distracting. If I sit in the break room and try to stitch, everybody wants to talk about it, look at it, and I can't get anything done with it, which, you know, it's very little time to begin with. So I try not to bring it in, and so I'm hoping that this heat wave is going to go away so I can stay out in the car more. I have sat a couple of days in the last week out in my car, and I just keep the AC running the whole time I'm out there, which really isn't great either because who can afford the gas to go and sit in the car with the air running? So, yeah, it's that. So this is Mr. Jingles. Let's get back to what we're talking about. There's Mr. Jingles. He is quite large. He is on 11 count Aida. He was a kit, so I'm doing the kit exactly as it was. It comes with the Aida cloth, the 11 count Aida cloth. It comes with the DMC. It comes with all the wood that you need to make his legs, his feet. It comes with the hat. It comes with the bell. It came with everything. And it was a gift from a stitcher that didn't think she was going to do it, so she passed it on to me, and I love him. I am a snowman fanatic, and this is where I'm at with him. And this past week, this past couple days, I started stitching him in hand, which I don't know why I didn't do that to begin with, because it's 11 count. I should be able to see it just fine and stitch in hand instead of putting him in a hoop. But this is where he's at right now. So I've got the top part of his sweater almost complete. I still have to fill in some of the little red dots that go through his outfit, and then I got to fill in the middles of the diamonds. And then if I'm going to go down or up, I'm not sure, but we'll see. But he's getting there. Is he going to get done this year? No, he's not going to get done this year. He is not, but he will get done. I've just got to keep working on him. So that's Mr. Jingles. My next one is my Bluebirds, which is Crosswing Collections Backyard Favorites number 6. And I'm doing the Blue Jays. Absolutely love the Blue Jays. I have Blue Jays in my backyard, and in my yard. I shouldn't say just my backyard, because they will fly to the front. I don't know why I want to say they're just in the backyard, because they're not. They're all over. But I do have Blue Jays in my yard, so I absolutely love the Blue Jays. And I was able to finish, almost finish. I don't have her legs on here. Again, I didn't iron any of this. And I said her, but I don't want to say that because I don't know. If it's mama bird talking to the baby, it could be daddy bird talking to the baby. Who knows? But there's where I got. Look how beautiful it is. It's got all the back stitching and everything, and it is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I didn't want to put it down. I really need to get this done because it's not a lot of stitching. So it's done on a 36 count flax linen. I'm doing 2/2 with the call for DMC. And the designer Paula, these are patterns that are, and I'll show just a little bit of it. These are all hand done patterns. These are not computer generated. So you can see they're all hand drawn patterns. And she just does a fabulous job of the colors and the highlights and the lowlights of the item. She just does a beautiful job. I absolutely love her patterns. So this, I probably got 20 of her patterns. And I really need to take more time to make sure I've got one on the fly, or maybe 2 on the fly, 2 going at the same time, because I love it. So this is going to be a companion piece to my cedar waxwings, which you can't see. They're up above me over here, because I have a duplicate frame of that frame that I'm going to put them both in, and then they're probably going to go out to my living room. So that is Backyard Favorites. And then I worked on my husband's stocking for a little while. And just as a refresher, this is what it looks like. It is a Dimensions Gold kit. It's called Christmas Sled Stocking. And I'm getting there, peoples. I am getting there. So I said I was going to concentrate on this one and my son's stocking for the month of July. And I will tell you that I kind of waned off my son's stocking. His is a regular, it's not a Dimensions kit. It's just a pattern from Stony Creek. A lot easier to stitch. I really wanted to focus on my husband's stocking because it is much more difficult if you're doing dimensions. There's a lot of 2 threads, 3 threads, 4 threads, half stitches, full stitches, back stitches, yada, yada, yada. So I decided I wanted to focus on this, and I got quite a bit done. If I can find the picture, I'm sure I can. I'm going to post it here of what it looked like before. And as you can see in that picture, I've got quite a bit done, but I don't think I had the cardinals done on the bottom, and I didn't have any of the back stitching started. It was very, very minimal back stitching. And this is where I'm at now. So look at that. Sorry about the wrinkles again. I got all of this done. The cardinal, the Mrs. Cardinal, she's almost done. She's not completed. I started doing back stitching. I put in all the branches. You can see them all behind. There's branches everywhere. Back stitching the pine needles on the bow and bow here. The actual bow is gold metallic, so I will do that last. So anything that has to be couched, and that will be couched. There's some couching that goes in here on both sides, and this ribbon is all couched in gold. And that will get done last because I want to crush the couching. But you can see I got quite a bit. I'm all the way down here, so all of this just comes around in snow up and around. So I'm really pleased with this. I really want this stocking completed by Christmas. I have this one. Sorry, my throat's going dry again. I have this one and my son's. To do, and I really want to get them done. I would be pleased from no end if I could get both of them done. But particularly this one. This one's been going on since I think 2018. So it's way too long. So that was my whips that I was working on all this week. And again, I was spending a lot of time on this stocking. This is the stocking bag. My Christmas stocking bag is very glittery. And I'm going to add, this is one of the bags I made, I'm going to add a handle to this because I really want to get a handle on. All my bags that are like this now, I want handles on them. So I'm going to put one on my bird bag. I'm going to put one on my Christmas bag because I'm into this handle thing on these bags for some strange reason. The last thing that I have to show is my new start. So my new start is the next in the series that I've been working on, the drawn thread. This is Welcome Autumn because I only have until the 22nd of September to get this one done so it gets up in the frame in time. So this is it right here. Welcome, Autumn. And see if I can get it close enough. There you go. It's a beautiful design. And I'm doing this on a 28 count flax linen. It's the same linen that I did the summer one in. And I got this itty bitty start on the 1st of August, which is the C. So there it is. I got the C. And I'm doing all my own conversion on this because I don't have a lot of dinky dyes or anything, and this whole thing calls for dinky dyes floss, dinky dye silks, and I don't have dinky dyes. I have some, but I don't have a lot. So I started doing a conversion on it. This actually this brown that's on here is the actual dinky dyes color. That one I happen to have. So that's the C. Welcome. The rest of them are a mishmash of silks and overdyed floss. So this is all of them here. Once I am finished, I will share my conversion with anyone that's interested. Some of it, like I said, is silk. There's Dinky Dyes silk. I think I have a Silks for You in here. I got Classic Colorworks. I've got Gentle Arts. And yeah, there's a Silks for You right there. There's a Silks for You, and there's 3 of Dinky Dyes. So I'm excited. I want to get this done. These don't take very long. You just have to spend the time to work on them. Once I get it started, once I get going on it, it goes a lot quicker. But I want to make sure that I have this done before the 22nd of September so that I can get it framed and into the frame, because I use that same frame for every one of them. So far I've gotten spring done, summer done. This will be autumn. Then I'll have to do winter, and then there's actual season ones. So it's like a Halloween one, and there's a Christmas one, and so I want to get those done too. But I wanted to get the 4 seasons done first, and then go back and get the actual season ones that I can flip out when I want to change them out. So that's all the stitching that I've done this week. I have been pooped from work. I'm just exhausted when I get home. And a lot of times I don't feel like stitching. I'm too tired. My eyes are going cross-eyed by the time I get home. So I don't do a lot of stitching on the days that I work. Some days I do, some days I just can't. So I did make one purchase this week, and that was to join Kathy Haberman on her Halloween Sal. And it is called The Costume Party, a Halloween Mystery Stitch Along. If you haven't heard about that, you can go over to her website. It is handsondesign.biz, B-I-Z, and see what the hubbub is all about. She's got the same people involved this year as she did last year. Last year she did the Christmas one, which was great. Excuse me. And she decided to change it up and do Halloween for this one, and involves Stephanie from Hand Dyes by Stephanie's providing the fabric. There's Tombstone Finishing that is coming from April Whitaker. She's Homestead Needleworks. She is on Etsy. Lady Dot Creates is doing the Rick Rack. And that's Kelly from That's So Kelly Co. is doing Thread Drops, Needle Minders, and Bitsy Keeps and Minders. So those are the people that are providing supplies for the stitch along. I have decided that I am going to dye my own fabric. I can do Silver Mist, so I'm going to dye my own 32 count fabric. I don't think I will be picking up any Rick Rack or anything else. I have tons of trims here, and I'm not sure I'm even going to bother with the Tombstone, because I may be able to do some other kind of finish, whether it be a flat fold or something else that looks like a tombstone. So I may do that instead of buying the piece of wood. So because I have medical bills I gotta pay. I can't afford to keep dealing out money every time something cool comes along. So I'm gonna try to wing this on my own. And if you hear that, that's my phone. That's my husband. I'm not gonna answer it. So that's the only purchases that I've made. Let's go. Let me show you what the bags that I've been working on. So I decided to make another one of the bags with the handles. I've had this fabric sitting around for well over a year now, and so I made myself another pouch project bag. It's got handles on it, and when you zipper it open, it's got some pretty sorry, my mind went blank, pretty snowflake fabrics. And it does have a gusset, so it's a gusseted bag, something for a Christmas project. So that's one of the bags I made. I will not be selling this one. This one I made for me. These are the ones that I made for the sale coming up. I don't have a calendar in front of me. It won't be this Sunday, it'll be the following Sunday, but like I said, I will post it on my Instagram account. I made a couple of Blackbird designs. This is and I can't remember the name of the fabrics. It is an out of print fabrics. I had a little bit left from other bags that I had made. So I made two of these here. Get the glare off. It's got like a stitched alphabet in it, and then it's got the Blackbird design pattern fabric on the outside. Both fabrics are from that line. So that's one. This is the second one. Same thing. It's got the same fabric. They have very heavy duty vinyl on the front. The zipper is a maroon colored zipper. So I made those two. I made these two, which are from this fall fabric that I found at Hobby Lobby. That's the back. This is the front. It's got like a brown, it's hard to see. I'm trying to, if I can tilt so you guys can see, there you go. It's got this brown with leaves on it. Again, orange for the zipper. So that's the one. This is the second one. Again, same fabric, same design. And then I got a doggy bag made. And this is the doggy bag. And it's got the little dog characters all over it. It's got bones on the back, paw prints. So this one here is a 12 by 14. The other four, I believe, are 11 by 13. Let's see, that's 13. Yeah, the rest of them are 11 by 13s. I will post on the Instagram what sizes each of the bags are, so you know. Most of my bags will be the 14 by 16. The two that I showed you, the Blackbird and the fall one, I was very limited on that fabric, so I only made them a certain size. I have tons of other fabrics sitting around me right now waiting to be made. I'm going to definitely pull out the Halloween fabric this next couple days and start cutting out bags for Halloween. I know Kathy's got this costume party going. I don't know if I have any patterns of fabric that look like costumes or not. We'll see, but I got a lot of Halloween fabric. So I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to make up some bags. I'm sure that they will sell because it's the holiday. It's what's coming up next. The next major holiday for our stitching needs is fall and Halloween. So I think that's all I have. See, I told you it wasn't going to be that long this time. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm trying to think real quick if there's anything else I forgot. I don't think so. So please take care of yourself and get some stitching in, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. And keep an eye out for that email about the project bags if you're interested. If you have any questions or anything, you can certainly send me a message below. Ask questions, or you can reach out to me on Instagram. That would be great. Be glad to answer anything that I'm able to answer. We'll talk to you later. Bye.